Yeah, the Rebbe says, what does it mean going out of limitations? He gives tzedakah without limitations. The word tzedakah, which means charity, is something that includes all the mitzvahs. And as the Alter Rebbe explains in Tanya, why is it that in Yerushalmi, in the Jerusalem Talmud, tzedakah is referred to as a mitzvah stam? Because in the same way that when he gives tzedakah, he is giving something that he earned, and he could have bought something for his own lifestyle, and he uses for tzedakah, so it's considered like he's giving his whole life in it. So tzedakah is ha'omad gemilas chasadim. Gemilas chasadim is something that represents mitzvahs. This is one of the pillars on what the world stands. What?
Why is it like all the mitzvahs?
Because the Aveda of all mitzvahs, the Inyan of Biru, refining, and the taking Gashmis, converting into Ruchnis. The Inyan of Tzedakah is that he's giving his whole nefesh into it. Other mitzvahs are pratis. Here it's money that he could have earned, especially as the Gemara says, that money is considered something that is the foundation of the person. Yikum Asher Beragleim is that the foundation of their feet is the money that puts a person on his feet. The same thing, his involvement in tefillah, in davening, and prayer is higher than limitations. This is a very practical sense. Although they come to him and they're interfering and bothering him, that because of his involvement in business, even in spiritual things, which means communal affairs, whatever it should be, so therefore, because he's busy with all these different things, business or communal affairs, he does not have time to daven him with a tzibur, with a minyan, or he doesn't have time to daven with a special intention. He doesn't take that in consideration. He lifts himself up higher than this inyan. Doesn't take it in consideration. That even though he has everything on his mind, but now is a set time for davening and there's nothing else existing. And also the Aveda, the way that he davens, the way that he prays, and davening is higher than limitation, b'chol meidecha, with the utmost. Now that is the basic Torah. The same thing is also with learning Torah. That he has a set time for learning Torah every day. And especially Shabbos and Yom Tov, which is a time that should be designated, dedicated to Yonim of Torah, Tefillah, which he doesn't have. He's not dealing them with worldly matters. And he doesn't take in consideration any calculations that because of this unique and qualitative Aveda, which is Iskafia, that he subdues his animal soul, that even in the time of the darkness, of limitation, and not just darkness, that he can actually feel the darkness. That's how thick the darkness is. He accomplishes in himself. He accomplishes in himself that he should lift himself up higher than the limitations of world and his own world. With a great victory, and involve himself in Torah, Aveda, and Gemilas Chasadim. This unique Aveda of Yitzias Mitzrayim in Iskeres v'Nasis b'chol yom. It is commemorated, it is accomplished every day. It is being mentioned even in the days of Mashiach, which means even then it will be cherished and honored because of this Aveda that he is going through in the darkness, the service of subduing on a constant basis his animal soul. That it's mentioned in many different places. In length, that in Yemei HaMashiach there will be a special mention for the Aveda, the service that a Yid did by subduing his whole animal soul, which was as it took place in Zman HaGolus. In this union of Iskafia, there is a special kainuk she'inegam ba'aveda disapcha. There's a special pleasure that there's not in Ishapcha, because Ishapcha means he converted it, and therefore he has no more challenges. He has no more trials or tribulations. It's converted. It's completely another entity, from evil to good. On the other hand, when it comes to Iskafia, it's an ongoing trial, ongoing trials and battle with his animal soul, and therefore he constantly has to be on the alert. It's going on and on, day after day. Is Valyadeyu Aveda Diskafia Sitracher. That b'shas a person subdues his animal soul, subdues also the negative elements in the world. Is Talek Ikara de Kutshe Bricha B'Kol Olmin. So then we have a revelation that comes down in all worlds, and this revelation in all worlds means that it encompasses all the worlds as one, which this is the revelation referred to as Sevev Kol Olmin, the light revelation that encompasses everything as one. There is no significance and distinguishing between one world and or another. They're all equal. That's from the perspective where we're looking at. Stalik means you move, but over here the Rebbe explains the Stalik means that we have a revelation of such a revelation of such a light that it is similar to something that's removed from the world, but it encompasses the whole world. It's al derech, like in a person you have the union of rotzen, the will. When a person wants something, it electrifies the person in the sense that as soon as he wants something, his feet start moving. He wants to go somewhere. The feet don't ask any explanations. The heart doesn't wait for any message. Automatically the feet begin moving, because it electrifies the whole person. It encompasses the whole person as one. In the higher revelations, that is the Sevev Kolomin, the revelation that encompasses all the worlds as one. Especially in this physical world, that Yidden are studying Torah and fulfilling the commandments of Hashem. And they do the Ratzon of the Eibishter in the union of loving the Eibishter to the utmost. Therefore, by bringing the Ava of Hashem, this brings about the end of the darkness, which means the redemption. The dawn should be in our time. The true and the ultimate complete redemption. And then they will see with the flesh eyes as the fulfillment of the prophecy that as in the days of leaving Egypt, the Eibishter will show wonders in the upcoming redemption.